Serious problems leads to developments. There was a serious problem of front wheel coming out. On investigation, it was found that manufacturer had changed its earlier design and provided bearing play adjustment using shims. It was difficult to adjust correct bearing play. Hence mechanics used to adjust the play by slightly loosening the nut. A split pin was provided to prevent loosening of nut, but in several cases split pin broke, nut became loose and wheel came out. This was serious problem. Hence mechanics stopped the practice of loosening the nut, but adjusting correct bearing play was not easy. Hub was to be fitted in position and then bearing play was to be checked. Again, hub was to be removed and shims to be adjusted. Sometimes it was necessary to remove the hub for 3 to 4 times. Fitting and removing heavy hub was a tedious and time-consuming job. Many times hub bearing was left jam as shown in my earlier video how to measure hub bearing preload. To overcome this problem, we had designed a special tool to decide correct number of shims to be provided before fitment of the hub. This can overcome the problem of unnecessary fitment and removal of hub for 2 to 3 times, but for using this special tool, it was necessary to remove inner bearing. But it was extremely difficult to remove the hub inner bearing. In this design, there was no access to give a powerful blow to drive the inner bearing out. Sometimes attempt was made to remove bearing by hitting on the rollers. But in such case, rollers used to come out of the cage. In such case, bearing cannot be reused. Also, for proper inspection, it was necessary to observe pitting marks on the inner race. For this it is necessary to remove bearing. Since there was difficulty in removing the bearings, this point was neglected. Also, in some cases, bearing inner cones are getting jammed on the stub shaft and it was practically impossible to remove it. Therefore, unnecessarily lot of time was being wasted in removing inner bearing. It was necessary to have some facility of easy removal of inner bearing. To overcome this problem, special puller was designed. Detailed drawing of the bearing puller is shown in figure. In this design, puller jaws take the grip on the rollers and pull it out. In such case, rollers will have tendency to come out of the cage and bearing will become useless. Therefore, to prevent the rollers from coming out, bearing outer cone is placed over the rollers. It prevents the rollers from coming out of the cage. This puller made inner bearing cone removal very easy and unnecessary wastage of time was avoided. Video on the special tool developed for pre-selection of correct number of shims for correct bearing play will be released soon. Thank you for watching this video. Video on bearing play adjustment gauge is coming soon. Watch the channel PS Auto Solutions to learn many secrets of automobile with Praveen Shinde. Thank you.